Welcome to Cosmic Cassie. This is going to be the May monthly reading for Gemini. Gemini, we're going to do a quick reading just to see the overall energy that you are going to be going through for the month of May. Again, this is a general reading, so if it resonates, you can always get a personal reading to get more details. My website, cosmiccassie.com, is in the description box, and you can get a personal reading from me there. You know what? We're going to do this. I'm going to keep shuffling until I get one main energy first. This is the Rainbow Tarot deck. And then we also have the Journey Tarot deck as the clarifiers. What does Gemini need to know about May? Show me Gemini's energy for the month of May. What does Gemini need to know for the month of May? Show me Gemini's main energy for May. Okay. First card out is the Six of Swords. This is going to be your main overall energy, and we'll pull a few more just to get the clarifying and timeline and details on that Six of Swords. Move this over here. What does Gemini need to know in May? Gemini, I will say with that Six of Swords, it feels very transitional. Like, I think we're moving on from something, obviously. But it's not that we're just moving on. It's almost like we are not allowing the challenges, the obstacles, difficulties to hold us back from moving on. So typically we might feel a little bit stuck. We might feel like it was really difficult to move out of a situation or to continue forwards. And now in May, we're kind of not letting that hold us back. We're learning how to keep persevering and moving forward, even when we are facing challenges and difficulties, even when there are things in our path, in our way, preventing us. Because there's nothing preventing us from moving on, right? It's all about you and what you choose to do. Okay. And we'll break these down really quick for you. Let's go ahead and clarify that Six of Swords for Gemini. I feel like with the unknown, even though we don't know where that path is taking us and we don't quite maybe know and have solid footing on the future and the plan ahead, we're still persevering and moving forward. There's a sun in the background, which lets us know we are feeling like we're moving towards something better, something more aligned for us, even though we may not totally understand what it is, where it's going, how it's going to play out, what that's going to look like. We're not letting it stop us. And honestly, with that unknown card clarifying it, you can see there's a star right here, just like there's a sun. So you are moving in the month of May towards something more positive, towards something that's going to be a better match for you. Okay. Let's break this down. Queen of Wands and Awaken. This is us reclaiming our power. This is us waking up to our true nature, our true strength of who we are. The Queen of Wands has been through darkness and in light. She has seen both sides of the coin. She's experienced both sides of life. And now, because she's experienced both sides of those life, she's feeling a lot more confident in her own energy with being able to move forward, with being able to reclaim her own energy, her life, her path. This doesn't have to be a woman. This can be a male. It does feel more like a balanced energy, though. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're more in your feminine or more in your masculine. It feels like we are finally in a balanced energy when it comes to our own personal strength. With the Seven of Swords and curiosity, this is very much, okay, there might be things that we're not really seeing, that we're a little paranoid by possibly. As we move forward, there's still, it feels like toxic traits that we kind of want to exhibit. There's some things that we know probably aren't the best for us to do, but yet there's still a little bit of like, I kind of want to dip my foot back into that old pattern, those old ways, those old habits. But it's not stopping you, and that's the beautiful thing. But the Seven of Swords definitely feels like things that were holding us back, things that we used to do, a belief system, patterns, things like this, habits. And it's like, even though we're looking at it and there's a temptation to kind of exhibit those things, we're not actually doing it. We're not going backwards. We're continuing to move forward. We're continuing to go in the direction that we know is best for us. And over time, I do feel like Gemini, that those traits, we're not going to look less at them. We're going to feel less tempted to go back to our old ways here. And then we have Nine of Cups and wisdom. This is the wisdom of not exhibiting these toxic traits, of not going back in the past, of dipping our toe in things that we know aren't meant for us. This is, okay, I know what my wish fulfillment is. I know where my happiness lies. I know that this is what's going to be best for me, and I'm using my willpower, my strength, my experiences to guide me forward and keep moving in that direction, and not go back to toxic ways, toxic energies, negative patterns. And then we have King of Cups, clarified by you are enough. This is someone who is also going to be going through kind of an emotional transformation here, Gemini. I feel like as you move forward, there's a little bit of uncertainty about how you express your emotions, about what's the healthy way. Should I say this? Should I not say this? Because we're trying to avoid that negative pattern and cycle, we're kind of a little unsure of how to actually show up emotionally for others and for ourselves. But I think the main thing that we need to remember is that as you kind of move through this emotional transformation, because you're not going back and doing these toxic negative things, we are feeling like we're slowly becoming very conscious of our self-worth, our self-value, how we hold ourselves and carry ourselves, the way we think and view who we are. It's becoming more positive over time. And that's the main energy. So don't force yourself to try to express anything emotionally if you don't really know what to do, or there's uncertainty around how to show up in that emotional space. Just hold back, and that's totally fine sometimes, because right now it's more of an inner discovery of your emotions. It's not necessarily meant to be expressed outwardly. And then we have Seven of Wands, clarified by be open. This is letting you know, Gemini, that as you move forward, there's going to be a lot of different opportunities, a lot of different things coming your way, a lot of different paths that you can choose to go down. And it's not that you have to choose one single path. It's just that you have multiple options coming in for you here. So try to stay open to all of those options, all of those possibilities. Sometimes our dreams come true in a way that we don't realize they will come true. And this is saying, keep moving forward, but as you move forward, don't box yourself in. Don't restrict yourself from the things that you could be doing. Feel free to navigate away from that path to go down a different path as long as you keep moving forward. And then to end it, we have Six of Cups, clarified by clarity. This is you kind of going back in your own mind, and I think this is also a part of that King of Cup energy of our own emotional transformation, our own internal experience of how we're experiencing these emotions. But this is you kind of having, I kind of get hermit energy where it's introverted. It's introspective is the word I want to use for that, where we're doing a quick kind of relay of our experiences, why we chose those experiences, what led us to them, things from the past that maybe guided us into the experiences that we've already had, and really getting a defined understanding of why we chose certain directions, choices, paths, things like this. And the more that we understand why we do what we do, the easier it is to control our behavior and control what we do next, and to really allow ourselves to move in the direction that we want to move in. So overall, Gemini, for the month of May, you're definitely coming into some emotional clarity and well-being and understanding of everything that you need to have in order to keep moving forwards on this path of where you actually actually feel better, where you feel good. You may not feel completely good right now just because it is that Six of Swords energy overall, where we're still holding on to some burden, some pain, some aches, things like this. But as we keep moving forward, those things will fade away because we're understanding what led to those experiences and why they were important for us to go through and how to avoid having some of those experiences happen again. This is heavy cycle breaking energy, Gemini. I hope this helped, and I will post more videos throughout the month of May, and stay tuned. I know that it is Gemini's birthday month coming up towards the end of May, so I'll definitely try to do something special for you guys there. But if you want a personal reading, CosmicCassie.com is my website, and you can book one there. Thanks, Gemini. Bye.